A medium-sized asteroid hitting the ocean is guaranteed to generate a mega tsunami that can destroy entire coastlines. But what's even worse is that we'll have practically no time to react. So how worried should we be? Will humanity be wiped out by an unexpected ocean-going asteroid? Let's find out. Even if an asteroid the size of a small mountain hits the Pacific Ocean, we still won't notice it until it's too late. And then everyone on the west coast of the Americas will have only a few minutes to escape before being swallowed by a giant wave. When an object about 30 meters wide enters the Earth's atmosphere, it becomes visible from almost anywhere on the planet. However, at this stage, it'll be mistaken for a comet or meteorite. No one will think much of it until the asteroid hits the water and causes a tsunami. It might seem like there'll be plenty of time to react, since tsunamis can travel across the ocean at speeds of up to 800 kilometers per hour. But even if we spot the danger, we'll have no more than 5 minutes to do something about it. A medium-sized asteroid is unlikely to completely vaporize in the atmosphere, but its impact with the ocean will cause a monstrous wave hundreds of meters high. This is because the asteroid's kinetic energy will be fully converted into the energy of the wave. And although the wave will lose some of its power when it hits the shore, even that won't save us. The run-up of such a wave on a low-lying coastline will reach several tens of meters. It'll be almost impossible to escape the wave, and all we'll be able to do is watch as our cities get swallowed whole by the water. However, this doomsday scenario isn't science fiction. In 2004, the world witnessed the most destructive tsunami in recorded history. An earthquake with a moment magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3 occurred off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. It was so powerful that the sea level in the epicenter lowered for a few seconds. Then, a monstrous wave up to 30 meters high surged in that direction. It destroyed everything in its path, killing over 220,000 people in 14 countries. But even such a terrible tragedy seems like a small-scale event compared to what a real asteroid tsunami can do. According to NASA, an asteroid about 1 kilometer in diameter collides with Earth every 300,000 years or so. If such an object hits the ocean, the consequences will be catastrophic. A powerful explosion will occur when an asteroid breaks through the water's surface, releasing a huge amount of energy and throwing tons of water vapor into the atmosphere. Then the real wave will come. Rising up to 100 meters, it'll rush to the shores at a speed of up to 800 kilometers per hour. The wave will cover vast territories, destroying everything in its path. Mountainous regions will suffer the least. Low-lying islands, on the other hand, will be completely destroyed, submerged under a thick layer of water and debris. But this isn't even the worst news. As the wave caused by the asteroid approaches the coast, its speed will gradually decrease and its height will increase. By the time the tsunami reaches land, the wave will be so powerful that it'll literally wash away part of the land along with the water. This means that after the first wave, there will be a new rise in sea level along the coast. It'll happen due to the displacement of water and the force of the impact. Coastal cities will be completely destroyed. They'll be inundated with water and debris carried by the wind. But even if we manage to predict the consequences of such an impact in advance, we won't be able to avoid them. After all, the first thing we'll see is not the asteroid itself, but the tsunami. And by the time we realize what's happening, it'll be too late. An asteroid the size of a small mountain will emit a bright light, similar to the flash of a camera. Some eyewitnesses claim that in those few seconds before the picture is taken, they saw a huge dark object against the bright light of the flash. And it wasn't just a flash. There was a loud roar, like a jet engine, but much louder. And that sound was the death knell for coastal cities. If the asteroid hits the ocean at an angle, the wave will hit the coast twice. The second hit will be less powerful, but the destruction will be no less terrible. Will we be able to know in advance about the danger coming from the sky? The answer is yes. But the fact is that the asteroid will emit dangerous gamma rays long before it enters the Earth's atmosphere, and the flux density of these emissions will increase exponentially as the asteroid approaches. Gamma radiation will kill all living things in the radius of several tens of kilometers. The closer to the epicenter of the impact, the higher the radiation background will be, and there'll be no shelter from it, neither underground nor in outer space. So the only chance of salvation will be leaving the doomed area as soon as possible. But people won't have much time to make a decision, since the asteroid will cover the distance from the upper atmosphere to the ocean in just a few minutes. And when the gamma radiation flux increases 100 times, it'll already be too late. Are we in danger? Most likely not. The probability that an asteroid will hit the ocean is very low. If we take into account that the world ocean is 71% of the Earth's surface, it becomes clear that the likelihood of an asteroid hitting land is much higher. In addition, most asteroids are located between Mars and Jupiter, so they can't hit Earth at all. Those that can potentially threaten our planet are monitored by astronomers around the clock. And if an asteroid the size of a small mountain really gets too close to Earth, we'll have at least a couple of days to prepare. But even that won't help us much. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.